What's going on, YouTube? Today is Wednesday, June 20th, 2018. It's actually my birthday today. We are in Sundance, Wyoming. And what I basically want you guys to see is, I don't know if you can hear it in the video, this wet spot behind me. And then I'm going to turn this around. So yeah, one thing I didn't do before we left Kansas is unseal these top windows. I did rebuild this thing, and there is a video of me actually tearing this out and rebuilding it. But the van's leaking. Yeah. With all this rain, it didn't happen to us down in Georgia, but with all this rain, the windows weren't sealed up good enough. So when you get moisture into such a closed space, it can cause mildew, and that's something we don't want. One thing about being on the road as long as, we've been, we're in month 3 right now, baby? Yeah, we're in month 3. We've been on the road since April 3rd. And we haven't done it like a lot of these, millennials have done it, like go in the middle of nowhere and camp and, free campsites. We have used, freecampsites.net, but, I'm in my, heck, I just turned 42. My wife's in her 30s. We've used a lot of KOAs. Then when we've gotten tired of sleeping in the van, we've gotten hotel rooms. Everybody does their journey different. But we are having a couple issues right now. One is, it's leaking. Van's leaking. Other issue is, everybody's met our dog Trouble, and there's a reason his name's Trouble. We can't take him with us some places. He has a lot of high anxiety. He is a pit bull. He does have a lot of anxiety, so we can't take him with us all the time, and we need to leave him in the van. And one of our side doors, and Ford FBM is, Ford Van Man, he told me before, what was going on and everything, and we had it fixed once. Well, get all the way to Wyoming, now one of our side doors won't open, so we can't get the cage in here to put the dog in here. Fun times. So, that's the other issue that's going on with the van. And then the third issue. When we're in hot weather, of course we're up here in Wyoming, the temps have been, since we've been here, in the 50s. And it's been raining the whole time we've been here. The van hasn't done what it did back in Colorado, where basically it took us 5 hours to get to one place that should have only taken us 3.5. And that was at a free campsite in Flagler recreational area. Then it did it. We went all the way from Flagler up into Denver. We made a couple stops in Denver. And then we came all the way, we went up to Fort Collins. Now, when we pulled into Fort Collins, it was still warm. 80-degree weather, and right when I was setting up, I was trying to cool down the van, the back part of it. I turned off the van for a little bit, then I turned it back on, and it was blowing hot out of the freaking vents. So, and the check engine light came on. Now, it's not I think it has something to do with the distributor from the research I've done online. There's a sensor on it, because it's not the water pump, it's not the thermostat. Everything's fine. The thermostat's not stuck, not leaking any water. If the water pump was busted, it'd probably be leaking water somewhere. Nothing's leaking, so I need to get it into a mechanic before we go home, because when we go back down, we're going to be into warmer weather, into 90s, 100-degree weather. and I don't want to wait every couple hours for the van, you know, to cool down for 3 hours, and go on our way. Once we start heading back home, it'll probably be a short, quick, all the way back to Kansas type of drive. So those are the issues that's going on with the van. Not dire, life-threatening stuff, but I don't want to get any mold or mildew in here. I don't want to get sick in here. We've already been having allergy problems since we were in Fort Collins and after that. So, I think we're here until what? Friday? We're here until Friday. What I'm going to try to do this weekend is, what I'm thinking is we're only 30 minutes away from South Dakota, from Spearfish. And it's not that big of a town, but it's a town that's big enough that has hotels in it. So I'm hoping the rain's going to stop and we can get into Spearfish for about a week, and I can find a mechanic who's not going to try to basically bend me over and rape me. And I could play the, you know, I'm a retired chef, I don't know that much about vehicles. Then they're going to probably try to rape me. And what I'm going to tell this guy is I know exactly what's wrong with the freaking vehicle and fix it. Because the guy in Memphis, he tried to, check your battery first. It's your battery. That's an old, it was checked fine at Walmart. Battery's fine. In fact, even if the battery wasn't fine, I have a brand new house battery. I can jump my battery off of it. It's not the battery. Battery tested fine. Yeah, I need to put a new battery in here, but it's running fine right now. So, hopefully the rain will stop. Hopefully we can get a hotel for about a week. We're basically up here in this area waiting for our friends to come up from Kansas. We're going to spend the 4th of July up in South Dakota with them. So basically right now, like I said, it's June 20th. It's just a waiting game. But, you know, van life does have problems. It is what it is. Just like if you had a leak in your house at home. Stuff's gonna happen. Anyway, it is a little bit after 3 a.m. I took an early nap. And I woke up in the middle of the night. I do it a lot. We're gonna watch a movie, try to go back to bed. And I'm gonna try not to worry about that freaking wet spot behind me. Yeah, there's one on the bed too. The seal on the back doors isn't completely where it needs to be either. So yeah, it's leaking back there too. But I don't know if you guys have ever followed two crayons in a van. They're in Canada. They're actually getting out of van life. I followed them on Instagram mostly. They had a whole lot of problems with their van. And I just don't want to see all that, you know. I want to get this van back to Kansas. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. We'll see. Kind of want, after being in this van for a while, I kind of want a Class C. But it is what it is. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great morning. Talk to y'all later.